that you believe that we do deserve reparations because we do. I don't care what anyone has to say about this. If we were Japanese, you wouldn't argue. If we were Chinese, you wouldn't argue. If we were those in the Jewish state of Israel who receive reparations every year from America, you would not argue. If we were the 11 Italians hung off of the coast, you would not argue. For some reason, it's only when black folks talk about this, then all of a sudden you start talking about the budget. Then you start talking about, well, let's give it in other ways like education. What education? The same education that told us that we were nothing but niggas, or we were half of a human being, or a third of a human being, or the same education that teaches us Abraham Lincoln, Honest Abe, or George Washington chopped down a cherry tree, or I don't know, Christopher Columbus discovered America. What are you talking about? See, the insanity that people deal with right now when it comes to us having to face all of you is that you're not even across the board. You're very biased when it comes to everybody else. Everybody else, you care. When it comes to black folk, you don't give a damn. You genuinely don't. And the sad thing is, many of those who claim to not be racist, you don't do a good enough job by checking the actual racist folk. And those of you who say, I'm not racist, I just don't believe black folks deserve this. Well, that's the sad part about you. It doesn't matter what you think people deserve. The fact is, a wrong must be righted. That's all. A wrong must be righted. All the banks that you have your money in right now benefited from slavery. Literally, many of them were started because of what was happening to our ancestors by having our ancestors' bodies be capital. The very place that you trade your money on the stock market over in New York City, the very first capital that was used to house and get money for exchange were our people as slaves, and so on and so forth, from cotton all the way down. You got to cut this out. You have to cut this out. And this is why you do not have people on your platforms who will challenge you with actual intellect and facts and who are not going to back down and who have no other agendas.